Star Wars collectors, and welcome to another Bossk Bounty video. And in this video we're going to be checking out an awesome vintage Star Wars haul that I've managed to pick up from a brand new Facebook page called the Orange Droid Vintage Toys. Now I will leave a link to this new page in my description below. I have absolutely no issues whatsoever in endorsing this page as a trustworthy place to buy vintage Star Wars figures. It's owned by a guy called Chris W, who has been a guest on the Action Figure Graders YouTube channel on some of his live streams. He knows his stuff when it comes to vintage Star Wars. He's a bit of an expert in grading and things like that. So when he tells me that a figure is near mint or as mint as it can possibly get, then I'm going to believe him. And I think the prices are very reasonable. In fact, with today's prices, really reasonable, a lot cheaper than you'd get on eBay and what have you. And also, of course, you're dealing with a trusted seller. This box here came all the way from the States and it only took 1 week to get here. I think this little box here cost me $14 to post. So in terms of the savings that I've made on the figures in here, I think I've got a pretty good deal. This is going to be the first time that I've checked out the figures in terms of the condition of them myself, but I know they're going to be mint, so I'm not worried at all. And yeah, let's check them out. So in the box, here's the box. Okay, so there's a couple of his business cards here. There we go, the Orange Droid Vintage Toys. Cool little logo there. Arriving summer 2021. So it is open now. It's kind of like an online store on Facebook, I guess, where he lists various Star Wars figures for sale, and it's up to you whether you buy them or not. But of course, he provides loads and loads of photos and stuff for you to check out what you're buying. Oh, this looks like an extra little gift. So that is a Kubrick Boss, which is awesome because I have one of these boxed in its box unopened and I never really wanted to open it, but now I've got one loose. This is fantastic. That's going to go straight in the cabinet, so thanks for that, Chris. Right, let's have a look. So each individually packed, which is awesome. I did buy a few of them. I've got to admit I spent a fair amount of money. I had some money saved for Echo Live, which is on the 7th of August in Redditch over in the UK. And that is somewhere where you can buy lots and lots of Star Wars figures. So I had some money saved up for that. But I thought I just couldn't wait, basically. When these came up for sale, I just had to get them. And that's kind of come out of my funds for the convention. So here we go. First one, Red Snag. Now there you go. Often with Red Snag you get paint missing on the toes and on the hands. This one looks absolutely perfect to me. Really, really stiff limbs, almost unplayed with. So, you know, as I say, when described as near mint, that is fantastic. And also, what you can also guarantee with Chris as well is that he knows his stuff when it comes to the accessories and the blasters, which correct blaster should go with which figure, etc. So there we go, the smuggler's blaster as I call it. So that can go in his hand. So there you go, Red Snag. Awesome. So that's the first one. I'll just put him there. Next up we have a Bespin Leia. Now this one's a tough one to get in mint condition, it really is. And there's her blaster in a separate little baggie there. And there she is with a lovely cape, really nice condition. Great paint on the head there, no rub on the hair whatsoever, no rub on the hands, no rub on the feet. Again, just extremely mint. Now I do know that Chris actually came across a very, very large collection of near mint Star Wars figures, and this is kind of some of that he's been selling. But this new page that he's got, I think it's going to be permanently stocked, and you know, he's going to have permanent sales going on. I'm just going to put her there. And then we're going to look at the next one now. Two more figures in here. So Hoff. Again, correct blaster. And there he is. Okay, and again, obviously you often get rub on the gloves. And again, this one just looks absolutely mint to me. No rub on the legs whatsoever. Really, really, really good condition. So I'm very happy with that one. And of course all of these are going to go towards finishing my complete run. Now this one's always an interesting one to me, the Atst Commander, because what often happens with this one is that the paint rubs on the silver band on the helmet. So this one, you can see the silver is still there. if you've got one of these figures, look at the back. Often that goes straight away. So you know you've got a really nice mint one if that is still there. And once again, nice stiff limbs, almost unplayed with. Fantastic. And there's his blaster in a separate little baggie once again, which is awesome. You can see I bought quite a few off him because I wasn't going to pass up the opportunity to get as many as I possibly could, or that I could afford at the time. Obviously some of them are easier to get than others. So for example, a Luke Hoff is, you know, very easy to get, and he's pretty good. Once again, near mint, nothing wrong with him whatsoever. And there's his blaster. See, he's easy to get, but perhaps maybe a Bespin layer in that condition isn't so easy to get. And again with Hoth layer as well. These ones are becoming more and more difficult to get in near mint condition. Of course you can get beaters and that very, very easily. And there's her blaster there. And then again, great condition, lovely and white, no paint rub whatsoever. Really, really glossy. Nice paint on the hair, no rubs whatsoever. So absolutely fantastic. I think I've got, oh no, there's a couple more. I thought there was just the one more. So we have a Lobot. Lobot looking very good. Nice paint on the back of his head there. So he's awesome. I'll just put him there with his blaster. Now, I've had a few of this figure in my time, and what I always find about this figure, I don't know about you, but he always goes a bit sticky. I don't know why, but whenever I've had one of these before, I don't know, they're just always a bit sticky, and he seems to be very, very good. Tiny bit of paint rub on the back there, so, you know, obviously when I bought this, I was aware of that. But the paint on the helmet looks pretty good to me. The Rebel insignias are good there. Often they rub off pretty much straight away, and again, very nice paintwork on his flight suit there, so I'm very happy with him. Just plonk him there. And again, there's his blaster. And the last one, I think this is a couple of Jedi figures now. So first up we have the Atst Driver. Absolutely mint. The emblems there on the shoulder are perfect. No paint rub on the gloves or the feet. Just stunning condition. Again, it's just hardly been, I doubt it's even been played with. It's as mint as you can get, that one. And there's his little blaster, and of course you can always guarantee that the blasters are going to be originals and what have you. And the last figure, one that I'm finding is creeping up in value and getting harder and harder to get in a decent condition, is Endor Leia. And this one again is a really, really nice example. No paint rub on the hands. Feet are great. Poncho's in excellent condition. And there's the belt. And of course with the accessories you get the her little blaster there and the helmet. And the helmet looks great as well. Fits like a glove. And there you go. So how many figures did I order in the end? Let's have a look. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 near mint figures. I'm not going to say they're cheap because no vintage Star Wars figures are cheap these days, but I think they are great value for money. If you're going to be ordering off eBay or something like that and people describe things as near mint, the paintwork might be quite good, but then you get them and all the limbs are loose and things like that. Chris will tell you if they're near mint or not. He'll tell you maybe even perhaps what grade he thinks they might get, and let's be fair, he does a lot of grading just like John the action figure grader, so they know what they're talking about. And as I say, from a trust point of view, I trust them impeccably, and I'm very, very pleased with the vintage Star Wars haul that I've got today. I'm getting nothing out of endorsing him whatsoever. He's just a bit of a buddy of mine on Instagram now, and I'd love to have him on a live stream one day to talk Star Wars. And there we go, the Orange Droid Vintage Toys. I'll leave a link in the description below, as I said before, so check them out. No obligation to buy, of course. And if there's something that you like on there, then go for it. Alright then guys, thank you very much for watching today. Awesome vintage Star Wars haul, 10 figures. They're going to go straight in my cabinet to go towards completing that run of 96 figures. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like down below. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and we shall see you on the next one.